On this segment of Politics, Power, and Prejudice with the Minority Woman Contingent, our topic will be terrorists from the September 11th attack on the United States. There are two lawsuits that are going on that I have not really heard about in the news that have been really mentioned. The first lawsuit is 12 years old, and it is a lawsuit pertaining to the terrorist attack in New York City. That lawsuit currently has 10,000 plaintiffs. In that lawsuit, the lawyers are suing the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They feel that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia through their charities, funded terrorist activities. Now, this challenge is expected to go to the Supreme Court to make a decision to see if the plaintiffs can sue the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And this is where this case may actually be headed. I find that to be very, very interesting because I remember a little bit of talk about that how some groups might have been funded through various charities. So I find it very interesting that the media has not talked about this case very much, although it has been going on for 12 years. And then there's another case that is 16 months old in Florida. This case is suing a family from Saudi Arabia, a wealthy family, that lived in Sarasota, Florida. And apparently, this particular family left in a hurry, as if a hurricane was coming. They left just before the attacks that happened on September 11th. And it's interesting that they said that the house was, there was still food in the house, the cars were abandoned, the diapers, were there. Literally, the people just left as if they evacuated, that kind of thing. And so, and it turns out in the case in Florida, the FBI has 92,000 pages of documents that are in 23 boxes. All of that really should be on a disk or a few disks. And they are trying to obtain the information that this particular family knew about the attack. Well, the judge has asked for these documents. It remains to be seen if they will be made public. I don't think they will be because of the classification of them being secret. And so the government has asked until May 2nd, 2014 to comply with the judge's request. But again, this is very, very interesting with this family and the 92,000 pages of documents, because that is some intelligence work when you generate 92,000 pages of paperwork. And so it's going to be interesting, if anything is released, what is really in those documents, and really what did that family know that caused them to leave immediately and literally leave so much behind. So once again, the first case with the plaintiffs in New York, they are suing the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And in this other case in Florida, they're suing this particular family, and they want the FBI to release the documents that will shed some light onto what this family actually knew. When I find out, you will know, and I want to thank you for joining me on this segment of Politics, Power, and Prejudice with the Minority Woman Contingent. I am your host, Pastor Lynn Gavin.